Hello everyone, I'm a Pigflake and I'll be doing my traditional after Let's Play review, this time on Rayman Origins. If you haven't watched my Let's Play on the game, then I do hope you find this review to be helpful to fit your needs. This review will be a quick summary on visuals, audio, concept, extras, and an overall conclusion. Rayman Origins is a platform game developed and published by Ubisoft for many gaming platforms such as Sony's PlayStation 3 and Vita, the Nintendo Wii and DS, the Xbox 360, and the PC. The game was released on November 15, 2011 in North America, November 24, 2011 in Australia, and a day later for Europe. It was later released for handheld gaming platforms and PC. The game is a reboot of the original Rayman franchise and takes place at the very beginning, hence Origins, where Rayman, his friend Globox, and two teensies, natives of the Glade of Dreams, where they've disrupted the Dark Toons and flooded the Glade of Dreams. It's up to Rayman and friends to fight back, collect the captured Electoons, free the captive Nymph Guardians, and save the Glade of Dreams. The game also features a co-op mode where up to 4 people can play together on one screen, similar to the new Super Mario Bros. Game. Visuals. There isn't much to go around here if you're into intense graphics normally seen in Ubisoft games such as Assassin's Creed, Bethesda's Skyrim, or even Blizzard's Diablo 3. No, Rayman Origins focuses on hand-drawn cherry cartoon graphics that were stunningly placed to move fluidly throughout the game. This style of graphics suits the Rayman world amazingly with its many expressions that bring enemies and friendlies to life. Even background and foreground objects will have you laughing, like the blabbing fork in Gourmand Land. The colors are phenomenal and really complement everything in whole. All this synergy gives you an eye-popping adoration for the game's visuals. And hell, I'm gonna say it. Ladies, if you're offended, sorry, but Nymph boobies! A 9 out of 10. Audio. Visuals are one thing for Rayman Origins, but I've always found myself enjoying the audio in the game just as much, if not more. During my Let's Plays, I would stop to listen to the music and sound effects the game offered. Needless to say, it did not disappoint. The sound effects greatly complement the action that's happening on the screen as you and or your friends play. Whether when it comes to bubbleizing your enemies, getting damage from attack, or interacting with foreground, you're bound to hear a comical sound effect. Each consequence has its own unique sound and it sticks out. I guarantee you won't avoid trying to perfect the lump chant on the file selection menu. I know I didn't. The music for this game has its own usual game menu music, overworld music, and selected world music. They all stand out, but not as much as each world has its own selective level themes. While there are some levels that use ambience for background music, don't let that dissuade you. When it comes to World 4, the Sea of Serendipity, you'll find yourself humming along the Fish's Residential Symphony. Each level has its own memorable tune, and because of this, the audio for this game gets a stunning 9 out of 10. Concept. Now the whole premise of Rayman Origins is to reboot the franchise to make it be what developers thought it should have been when the original Rayman launched for the PlayStation 1 on September 1st, 1995. Rayman Origins' story isn't the same as the first Rayman, but more of a prequel to it. Rayman Legends serves to be a sequel to Origins and may shed light on Mr. Dark. Rayman Origins has a great learning curve as you progress from the first world onto the final world. The game starts off slow and introduces you to aspects of the story and gameplay. You learn new moves and ways to complement your attacks, jumps, and new powers you'll obtain as you free the nymphs from world to world. Whether you take the light route by playing the game to just finish it, by ignoring Electoons, Lums, and time trials, you won't be getting the full experience Rayman Origins has to offer. How hard this game will be depends on how much of a challenge you'll make this game when it comes to collecting enough Lums for each respective level's Lum requirement for captive Electoons. Quite a long ways in terms of rebooting a series that started 17 years ago. 8 out of 10. Extras. Rayman Origins only uses 3 buttons plus directional pad, and each button are core aspects of any platformer. The run button, the jump button, and the attack or action button. The game synergizes the basic buttons by combining direction movements and button combinations or holding down a button. While holding down on the D-pad or analog stick and pressing attack will make Rayman and friends do a powerful slam, holding the jump button will give the player the ability to glide once the power is granted to you by the World 2 Nymph. You can also hold the run button to, you guessed it, run and move faster and combine that speed with the attack button for not only an on-the-go attack, but even a small speed boost, most useful for closing large jump gaps or speeding up for the time trials. Once you've completed a level and the level has indicated that it has time trial, you have the option to either continue on to the next level or world, or repeat the level under stricter circumstances. If you choose to redo the level under a time trial for an extra Electoon, you will be timed, on how quick you can complete the stage by reaching the placed flag. You have two requirements. The first is freeing the Electoon requirement and the Golden Trophy requirement. Players can challenge themselves by aiming for the Golden Trophy requirement, which isn't needed, but gives the satisfaction of telling the game that you are perfect and it'll reckon the day it lets you play it. Rayman Origins has a few unlockables and features, and even more in the PlayStation Vita version, such as Ghost Mode, the use of the touchscreen, and new collectible items called relics, which unlock 2 mosaic puzzles in the Snoring Tree. But I won't be covering those since I do not have the PlayStation Vita version and play the game on the PC. The non-Vita versions only have unlockable alternate costumes via Electoon requirements and a new hidden world, Land of the Living Dead. Once you have successfully acquired the red skull teeth in each world, you can enter the Land of the Living Dead by visiting the Snoring Tree and giving them to the Grim Reaper there. Although there isn't much to unlock, it doesn't hurt its rating too bad, giving it an 8 out of 10. Overall, Rayman Origins is notably one of the best games released on 2011. Just when you think you've finished the game, it comes out with a twist with additional worlds to explore and complete. This game has a great synergy between audio and graphics, with amazing responsive controls that will have you cringing when chasing for the skull teeth or completing a time trial. This is how developers should reboot a gaming franchise, keeping the old aspects and concepts of the game and bringing it to life with amazing visuals and colors and not ruining controls or mechanics. The developers made it really easy to help players learn how to collect lumps in an orderly fashion as you progressed on through each level, but each had its own form of method and timing. Rayman Origins is a must-try game. If you're looking to introduce anyone to gaming, this is the game to point them to. Guaranteed to keep them entertained for its own value. This game is at least a high rental rating. I strongly suggest you buy this game if you ever see it on sale, such as on Steam or a local retailer. No, it's GameStop. Heck, go grab the game right now if you can. Rayman Origins is a great game overall, and it's no wonder other critics give it the same rating I'm going to. Rayman Origins gets a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching my Let's Play on Rayman Origins. I do hope you enjoyed this review, and I do hope you enjoyed the game yourself. Opaque Flake.